Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So, let's talk about Sprina, aka Spencer and Trina. So, after their romantic date and everything like that, they're out in the city, they're having a great time. Trina's just living it up at this point. I mean, she and him, they both pretty much been waiting for this for a hot minute. Ever since they got together, but everything, people, things, everything just kept getting in the way. And so it was pretty interesting to sit there and see those two just actually be happy, have their moment, and just, pretty much kind of shining throughout this episode. And that's literally what they wound up doing. And of course, towards the end, if you've been watching it, you know that they wound up having a love scene. I'm going to be honest, I fast forward through it, not because I have anything against those two, it's just I find every soap opera love scene to be, well, hilarious. But if you are a Sabrina fan, then you are going to enjoy this scene. Um, Drew and Willow didn't pretty much do anything except for catch up. But after Willow left Drew, she had this weird dream of Harmony warning her. I have no idea what, but on a bright side, it was actually nice to sit there and see the actress. I mean, yeah, the character was just completely and utter hot garbage. And, when Willow gets to the house after Michael overreacts, Willow's like, I had a dream of my mother. And, Michael was like, are you talking about Nina? She was like, no, I'm talking about Harmony. I'm just like, how? Like, it just in my head, like, how are you sitting there rationalizing that? Like, how are you still referring to the woman who literally brought you to a cult and gave you to a guy to do God knows what with, and you're still referring to her as your mother? Like, that's just odd to me. That is really odd. But she says that she has well, I don't even remember if she actually even said that she said she had a dream, but she didn't sit there and say it was a warning. Now, before that, Carly was there, and Carly was meant to talking to Michael about trying to put some pressure on the judge. The judge wanted to get a promotion, and they feel that. Well, I'm going to be honest, I feel it as well that the judge gave Drew a way harsher sentence than he should have got. So, the problem is to prove it. The problem isn't that they're trying to prove that he did that so he can get a promotion. But Michael was like, maybe just the appearance of it is enough. They're going to sit there and try to get Alexis to run a piece on it. Don't know how, but they're going to sit there and try to do that. I feel like they talked about more, but I can't. Even in my notes, it's like I can't remember what else they actually sat there and they talked about. Um, Sometimes whenever I sit there and see scenes of Liz and Finn, I'm just assuming that they're on a different show. I don't know why. I feel like they're on a different show, but they have this weird makeout scene, in the shower with her clothes on, and I'm just like, what are we doing at this point? And of course, towards the end, Amy was there, and Amy was sitting there like, yo, why is your hair and your hair both wet? Like what's that about? Um, the things didn't really add up to anything, but I just thought it was kind of weird. It was like they talked for a little bit. Um, in my head, I'm sitting there assuming that the men's and women's locker room are different. Like they're not. It's not just one joint locker room. I mean, unless anybody works in the hospital, please let me know. Because she went in there to sit there and change or whatever, but he's in there taking a shower, and they're just like, what? I thought that was just odd. I mean, I know it's a soap opera, and to be honest, that's literally the only way they could sit there and make that scene work. But again, I just thought it was pretty odd. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, cool, they're gonna sit there and have a little love scene or whatever. I was like, nope, just came in there, made up, and then just left. And it was like, okay. Like it really just made no sense to me. But sure. Ava gets a visit from Kojak, aka Mason. Mason's pissed. He's like, "Yo, listen, you ratted us out, and that was just the wrong move to sit there and make." So now he has Ava, and guess we have to sit there and wait next week to find out what's going on. Meanwhile, Kevin and Laura are still looking for Nikolas. They are in some country or whatever because I guess that's where Nikolas's money is at. And the guy that they go and see, the guy's like, yo, yeah, he was here, he made some withdrawals and stuff like that. The whole purpose of that was so that when Nikolas won, he wants to make sure that Spencer doesn't have control of his money. So if he's alive, then the estate doesn't go to Spencer. Um, so that's pretty much why he did that. And so Laura knows that he's alive. Laura left. Nikolas comes in there, and the guy's like, "Yo, listen, why don't you sit there and be a good son? Let your mother know that you're alive." She's worried. Apparently, this dude's some sort of family friend that I've never seen, but whatever. Sure. At the 20 something years I've been watching the show, but okay, yeah, sure. He's a family friend. Um, Nina comes clean, and Sonny was not upset about it. Nina comes clean about. Oh, also that was something else I had to sit there and say. It was something. Okay, so Michael was sitting there saying that he has a contact. He has a contact in the SEC, so he's looking into who turned him in, who turned in Carly and Drew. So I'm just like, Nina, tick tock, tick tock. Now, Carly was sitting there blaming herself for the reason why Drew was in jail. And Michael was like, no, it's not your fault. It's whoever sat there and turned you in. I was like, no, it's still her fault. And it's still Drew's fault as well. Like, I get it. That's your mom and everything like that. But see, you got tunnel vision, bro. Like, you know damn well, your mother was partly responsible for why Drew's in jail. I mean, let's be honest. They both should be in jail if we're gonna be keeping it 100. So to sit there and say, "Oh, well, it's the person who tattletale," I was like, "No, it's really her fault." Um, I knew I had to sit there and say, it, and I would have been so pissed off if I actually forgot to say that. So yeah, this dude is actually getting the contact in the SEC. So when he sit there and they turn back Nina and Sonny, I'm just like, well, you better sit there and enjoy that happiness while it lasts, because time is running out. Now, yeah, like I said, Nina wound up telling Sonny about the whole Gladys situation and Sasha and the gambling and owning the money and everything like that to Selena Wu. So he's pissed off. But he's not pissed off at Nina, which usually he is. Like when somebody lies to him, even if there's a lie by omission, he's still pissed off because he's like, I should have knew sooner. I could have did something sooner. But he really wasn't like mad at her, and I'm just like, oh, that's a lot. I mean, hell, let's be honest. If Carly did something like that, he would have been pissed off at Carly. Carly did something like that, he would have been pissed off. So I'm just kind of like, it seems kind of out of pocket that he wasn't even annoyed by it. I mean, he was more annoyed that he couldn't do anything, because it was so late. Not like, you should have told me. Anyway, with everything going on, Sonny is like, listen, we could just sit there and get a load. We could just fly to the island, um, because something's always going to sit there and wind up getting in our way. Nina's stressed out about trying to plan this wedding. She got work stuff that's going on. She has stuff that's going on with Charlotte that she didn't sit there and say. All she said was that Charlotte was acting out. Not that Charlotte could have possibly burnt down Anna's place, been tormenting her, Anna and some of her friends. Didn't sit there and say anything about that. So, um, and to be honest, I think he may just take it the same way. I don't think he that well. He might be a little more pissed off. especially if Charlie did burn down his house and she didn't say anything. He might be a little bit kind of perturbed. He might be. He might be a little kind of just throwing it out there. Or I would sit there and say he will be 70% pissed off, and that's back in the day I would have sat there and say it was 100%. But now this new Sonny, I don't know. I can't predict. I can't predict them, to be honest. Yeah, they said they were gonna fly to the island, which is really odd because they said it was gonna be in February. So I guess they're not gonna do it in February. I guess they're gonna be doing it a lot sooner, which is fine because if they do it a lot sooner, here's the thing: the sooner it comes closer to marriage, the sooner it's going to come closer to Nina being exposed, which is something that we are all waiting for. And I'm just going to sit there and hope that it's going to be good. I'm going to hope it's going to be good. GH has a bad track record as far as disappointing fans with certain reveals and things of that nature. But even when she got discovered, when she was the one that was found out for being, keeping Sonny away from his family, it wasn't as big as I hoped. I mean, it really wasn't. And of course, it's because it's the year 2023 and not the year 1990 or whatever. And I felt like it would have been a lot more dramatic. But this is where we are, for better or worse. Mostly worse. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else. I'm very curious about what's going to end up happening on Monday or Tuesday of next week. And I also wonder what they're going to be doing with Nikolas because it's still um, Adam Huss or whatever his name is, still being Nikolas. Which personally, I don't have a problem with him being Nikolas. I know a lot of fans they want Tyler to come back. I want Tyler to get his life together for himself, his family, and everything like that. Um, I was cool with Marcus. I know a lot of people have a problem with him. I personally don't have a problem with him. I'm cool with this guy. I'm not married to any particular um, actor that plays Nikolas. If they can get Tyler to come back, cool. If not, they want to sit there and go with Adam Huss, I'm cool with that as well. Um, I guess we're gonna sit there and find out what's going on. Now, like I said, next week is gonna be crazy. Ava being kidnapped by Mason because Cyrus is like, yo, she gotta go. she gotta go like yesterday. She screwed us over. She gotta go. And so yeah, I guess we'll sit there and find out what Ava was she gonna live or die, or I guess we'll find that out. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't think of anything else. If I forgot anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows. YNR, GH, B&B, and Days of Our Lives. I don't know why I keep sitting there forgetting. Like, it's like I'm missing one, and I'm just like, bro, it's only 4 left, which is actually pretty sad, but here we are. So yeah, if I forgot anything, come to the live stream tonight. I'll be sitting to talk about all the shows. If you are not a member, definitely join. It's a lot of fun. I do live streams exclusively for members only. I do exclusive videos for members, and every month I do member shoutouts. Where I sit there, will thank each and every single person that has been a member. I do that once a month, every month, to sit there and show my appreciation. So if you're not a member, definitely join. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. It is definitely worth it. And it's just another way to support the channel, which I appreciate. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.